right, welcome back to Operation American Dream. We're going to be talking about education. Education, obviously, a pillar of veteran services, something that leads really heavily, obviously, into one of the main pillars that we discuss on the show all the time, which is employment, entrepreneurship. Education, obviously, being important, more so than just getting a piece of paper, right? Getting the tools to succeed in society. And we've got some absolutely phenomenal guests to help us walk us through it from a great organization that's very committed to the veteran community up there in San Marcos. Well, in San Diego, but you guys are located in San Marcos. So Dr. Patricia Riley is the Director of Veteran Services, and Rich Sharon is the Military Affairs Coordinator at Cal State University San Marcos. How are you guys?
Great. How are you?
So you guys both have military backgrounds. Why don't you take me through your history in the military?
Well, I was a Navy commander, and actually I retired in 1995. So I'm Vietnam era. End of Vietnam is when I came into the Navy. Did a wide variety of things all around the world. Met the love of my life, and
that's a plus.
Yeah. And so loved my time in the Navy, and only matched now by the wonderful job at Cal State San Marcos. I love working with our veterans.
Yeah, I was going to say, you get to stay connected with the community that way. And then, Rich, you were the station sergeant major at Miramar?
That's correct. I was the station sergeant major upon retiring after 30 years in the Marine Corps, and held various billets from 53 crew to deck commander on embassy duty to company first sergeant, and of course battalion sergeant major.
53s, man. Pretty big bird you got there.
Loved them. Miss crewing them every day.
I bet, man. We were on the Stennis, and one landed on the and it took everything we had not to get blown all in 5 different directions. You know, very cool. So how do you guys get connected? Obviously, how long have you been at Cal State San Marcos?
I've been there a couple of years, and then I was teaching and before at USD and San Diego State, and I also started the Troops to Engineers program at San Diego State. And that's how I met President Haynes and got this wonderful job at Cal State San Marcos working with the whole veteran program up there.
And then, Rich, you recently...
I recently started at Cal State San Marcos. Right. I retired on July 1st and met Dr. Riley at a networking event, and I've been there 2 months, and it's been an extreme honor to keep helping veterans and still stay in the San Diego community and working with the great city of San Diego and San Marcos.
How do your roles work? So you're the director of overall of Veteran Services, and then you're the Military Affairs Coordinator. What does that all entail?
Well, one thing that when sometimes the universe conspires to make things happen, and we were really looking for somebody to do outreach for us, especially with the Marines. Mm-hmm. And since we have such a large Marine presence in our area. Sure. And I knew Eve and Corporate Alliance, and I like to get out and do networking for our veterans because that's really a big focus of ours at Cal State San Marcos. Yeah. It's education, but it's also what are you going to do after your education.
Absolutely.
And I was at a networking event at Corporate Alliance, mm-hmm. and I had just been thinking, we really need to find somebody good to do outreach. And there was Rich, and it was awesome. Like the universe conspired to put him there and have me meet him, I think. And then I was just hoping he would want to come because we had a position opening up. And so I contacted him and said, please consider applying for this position.
You guys have an amazing reputation. I mean, you got Erica Korb there kind of on there, and Moses Maddox, and
yes.
Now, with yourself, it's an amazing team that you have. And that's kind of formed... If you think about North County and think about kind of schools, I mean, tell me about Cal State San Marcos' reputation and what you guys have been able to achieve within like service to the veteran community.
Well, I think a couple of things that really separate us from other universities, public universities, and non-public, is our attention to grad day +1, as Moses likes to call it. And we really
what happens after?
Yes, we really want to see our veterans have a wonderful experience in college, but then cross the stage with a diploma in one hand and a great job offer in the other. So our focus always is make it as seamless as possible to be successful in college. So we put a lot of emphasis on getting them certified. Another great person on our team is Vicki Hernandez, who does our certifying. She's our main certifying official. Then professional development, academic counseling, so our student veterans are successful in school and finish on time. We want them to not have to take out loans. We want them to finish with what they have in GI Bill. And then professional development. And so that's what we're doing, is networking, preparing them professionally to step into that wonderful post-education career, sustainable career.
Yeah, absolutely. Rich, what do you think I mean, as a community overall, what do you think we're doing right? What do you think we're doing? Is San Diego doing a relatively good job? You being recently transitioned, right?
Yes. I think San Diego is doing a great job at helping our veterans. I mean, everybody on the administration and Mayor Faulkner on down has been tremendous support for all the veterans. I seen it when I was sitting at the seat as the Station Sergeant Major of Miramar, and I know it's the same way for Camp Pendleton and the Depot and 32nd Street for our Navy. I think there's big support, and there's so many different venues and people within San Diego, businesses that are always willing to help. Of course, they all come together, a place like Corporate Alliance and SD-MAC.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I hear too, is that San Diego tends to be really on the cutting. What are some of the challenges at Cal State San Marcos that you run into, and what are the things that we can help with?
Well, I tell you, one thing that we feel is really important for veterans are internships. We find if we can get a veteran into a good internship, a paid internship, they need paid internships because most of our veterans, our average age veteran at Cal State San Marcos is 29. They have families. If we can get them in a good paid internship, they develop mentors. They learn how much they actually know. They really know a lot. They develop confidence. And after doing an internship, what we find is we'll get a veteran into an internship, and then we get a call from an employer saying, can you just clone that guy and send me 3 more?
You know what I really find from talking to Moses and being around your school quite a bit also is that you're not committed to just finding an internship. You're committed to finding the right internship with the right people. And I really appreciate what you guys are doing up there. If I always tell people, if anybody's a veteran and they're looking in North County for a great school, Cal State San Marcos is an amazing choice. And I just appreciate you guys coming on.
Well, we are high touch. We like to get to know our veterans. They're not numbers, they're a name, and I think that's why we do so well in the rankings also. I mean, we were the only we were the only public university in California in the top 25 military-friendly universities nationwide.
Wow. Well, that says a lot, and the work that you guys are doing shows. So again, I appreciate you guys coming on. If you guys out there wanted to get more involved or look into education at Cal State San Marcos, you can take a look at their URL below. Thank you guys again for coming on. We'll be right back with more Operation American Dream.